gonna take it on down the track. We gonna get our deposit back. Pound the pavement, pass the buck, pack the boxes, load the truck. Just another place for us to try our luck. Where the weather's fine and the folks are nice. Get twice the value at half the price. If you never try it, you never know. You gotta stretch if you wanna grow. Keep a lookout for our letters from the road.
Hello, I'm Michael Purdy. You're here with us at worldppg.com, and we've got Mike from Paratoys. Mike is the new owner of Paratoys, and in equal partnership with his wife, Michelle. I had to be really specific about that. Anyway, how you doing, Mike?
I'm doing really good, thanks.
Good.
Good thing you added that.
Exactly. Anyway, so Mike's had the flying dream. He's been around aviation since he was a little guy. His family's owned some property, and they've had crop duster helicopters, and a variety of different aircraft. So he's definitely got the flying gene. But one day, a while ago, he came across our sport, and you were kind of enamored from it from the beginning, huh, Mike?
Not really. We just got done branding and castrating about 100 calves, and we were all driving off the ranch, and I looked over to the right and seen some idiot with a fan on his back. Thought that was just the dumbest thing I'd ever seen. 2 weeks later, I owned one.
And so your opinion has improved, obviously. But
I like it better than general aviation.
Yeah, it is the most fun form of flight. I don't think there's any question about that. But anyway, so as the new owner of Paratoys, you've made quite a few changes. We're going to talk about a few things, wings and motors and quads. But given that quads are a new part of our sport that's growing every day, let's start with that. You brought the manufacture of the quads in-house, and you've made a lot of changes. What have you done with the quads?
Well, we made 6 prototypes just prior. And one, we wanted to improve the quality, and I thought that they could perform better as well. Not that I was really unhappy with it. It's just I'm a person who wants to continually improve products,
sure.
not just rest on their laurels. And we did that. We changed a number of things. Not only does it fly better, but it looks better. The quality is considerably better.
Right.
It's lighter.
Right. What kind of changes have you made? I noticed, just cosmetically, the welds look immaculate. You really took a hands-on approach to this thing, didn't
you? Yeah, we did. Oh, I built the first 6 myself.
Right.
And the thing I wanted it to look like, one is I wanted it to look like a little hot rod. It needed to look cool.
Right.
And then we lowered the hang points, and because they were about 4 inches high, in my opinion. We also narrowed up the hang point positions so that they're 20.5 inches, which is, as you're aware, the glider manufacturers require 19.5 to 20.5 inches between the hang points.
Right.
And we lowered the machine. It's even lower than it was. Lightened the wheels and tires. We tapered the back axle. It's tapered, flowing backwards now.
What does that mean, tapered?
The rear axle is tapered towards the rear, like a V.
Oh, yeah.
So that when you hit any type of bumps or obstructions, it pushes the fiberglass axles towards the back rather than vertically up and down. And then the ride over rough ground is smoother, and it looks better.
Right.
Our paint jobs are a big difference, too. We sandblast every frame. We powder coat primer it, and then we powder coat finish it, and all of our colors now are like black cherry is a black with the red metallic in it.
Right.
You can hardly even tell it's there until you look close or see it in the sun.
Right.
Glossy paint, very, very durable paint. Our other color is Gunsmoke Silver, and it's a metallic finish as well. It's high end. Most of these guys come around here, they laugh. They think this is just so cool. It's like Orange County choppers.
Right. And you have the little flange on the side.
It's no longer a cart. It's no longer a cart.
Right.
It's a quad.
What's that? You got the little thing on the side that has the logo on it. I think that's kind of a fun attention to detail.
Yeah, our little fins.
Yeah, and then so it's lower. The hang points have all been changed, and it flies better, it looks better, and it's just you've improved it in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, it's not gaudy in any respect. The picture that you have up on your screen. From here you can see it's a real clean looking machine. That's a tandem unit, and the tandem units also have footrests.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really? So you can, when you're not steering, you can, when you're in the air, you move them and you put your feet somewhere else.
No, for a tandem passenger.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's a footrest for the tandem, and 4 bolts in the tandem seats. It's off.
All right. Well done on that.
The thing that we are doing is we have our aluminum hang points, which are all CNC'd out of billet aluminum. They slide over the tubing, and 1 bolt goes into a number of holes that you drill for your different weight variations. And then all of our engine mounts that mount the cage to the quad are also aluminum now.
I think we have a photo of that, of the mount. Brian Thiver is our engineer. Brian, do you have that? If you can, there you go. Pretty cool.
It has a bronze bearing in it. It is really cool.
Right.
We needed something that looked as good as the quads and performed. Right. And obviously, with this being built out of billet aluminum, there's no strength factor here. I believe each one holds like 11,000 pounds. So
that'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good. Let's talk about wings a little bit. The original Paratoys wing, the Paratoys 2, was the one that had the big foot-long stripe down the middle, and I still love that wing. I still fly it regularly, and you've made some improvements on that. Brian Thiver, again, is the one that designed it, and I tell you, you heard how excited I was about those wings. They look really, really good. Maybe we could just take a picture of them really quickly. We're going to do a separate segment on that wing, but let's see if Brian can find that for us. What other changes did you make on that real quickly?
Well, first of all, the regular Paratoys glider was the one you were referring to. We came up with the Paratoys 2, which you see there in the picture. It is colored top and bottom, obviously new graphics. We've changed the material. We've lightened the lines.
So it's not just it's not just cosmetic changes. It's a new wing. It's the next generation of what the original Paratoys wing was. Hence Paratoys 2.
It's the next generation with very minute changes. I was really happy with the glider, and as you mentioned, there's a lot of good pilots still flying this glider.
Yeah.
We're at a fly-in right now here at the ranch, and there's a number of Paratoys gliders out there already with very experienced pilots, people that you know.
Yeah, Brian did a great job on the design. They, over the top, no pun intended. They really look good.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, and then you've got another.
The glider comes up a little bit quicker than the previous Paratoys glider did, and it has a little bit more flair to it.
All right. Let's look at the Momentum glider real quickly. We're going to talk about these in greater detail in a separate segment, but tell us where the Momentum fits in the scheme of things here.
Well, as you're aware, Paratoys didn't have a glider per se that was an intermediate glider. This glider, actually, we're finding that we're training foot launch pilots on it. It's a fantastic glider. Big glide ratio.
Okay, yeah, so it's a little bit of a faster glider, and
yes,
it has a little more. I've heard that people, that it has a lot of bounce to it, or a lot of energy in it. That it may fly faster, but there's lots of flare authority.
There is lots of flare authority, and the glide ratio is quite impressive. It's also a glider that we're getting great fuel mileage out of as well.
Right.
We've noticed a big difference. It's a very efficient glider.
Right.
No bad characteristics, nothing. We've flown in all kinds of wind conditions, and it's performed flawlessly. Really happy with it.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here real fast, and we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the new motors and things you've got coming. So I'm Michael Purdy. You're with us at worldppg.com, and we'll be right back.